What is going on, Predators? It's Travis here from Apex Predator Outdoors, and today we're going to be testing out some new boots that I got sent to me to try out and give you guys a review of them. And I get a lot of these requests in my inbox of people wanting me to send me gear to test out, you know, so that they can get a brighter audience for you guys. And a lot of these things I kind of just brush off and I don't really take seriously. But this is actually something I was in the market for. It was a new pair of wet water, like cold weather boots, you know, for going duck hunting, because it's, you know, duck hunting season up here. So I wanted a new pair of boots that are going to be comfortable, something I can wear all day long and my feet aren't going to get so sweaty and tired. And so I wanted to try these boots out and bring this to you to see if these are something that are viable for you to use as well. So here we are, we got the Kalkal boots. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but I got these sent to me for free to test out, just so you know. But I wanted to make sure I put them through the paces. So I went on a hike with them, I tested them for fitment, and I also put them in this water right here. I walked through this water almost up to calf deep, just to make sure that there's gonna be no leaks, that your feet are gonna stay dry. So thanks for watching, guys. The links down in the description will help this channel a lot. The sponsorships for over here with the Crafted Archery and Easy Vein, so check those out if you want to see that. Also, I've seen a few of you joining as members. That really helps this channel out, and I appreciate you joining. It's very inexpensive. You get videos early, and like I say, it supports me, it supports this channel. So thanks a lot for tuning in, guys, to that. So if you're in a pinch and you need a good pair of cheap boots, I think these might be something you should look at. So let's go ahead and get into the review, guys. So without further ado, let's do further. All right, so I got my kicks on here. I'll take these off. Let's go ahead and slide these boots on and see how they feel. Okay, fit is pretty nice. I got these a little big because I might want to wear some larger, thicker socks with them. So these boots are really comfortable. So far, putting them on, they are really comfortable. The big thing is they've got a lot of flex. So I'm noticing as I move my foot around that they're moving with me. So the good thing about having a flexible boot is that it allows you to move quieter. So whenever you're not clumping through the woods and things like that, it's going to make it a lot easier to sneak up on prey. And so it's a pretty good thing that they flex quite a bit. The downside to having that flex, though, is that it will tire your feet out a little bit faster if you are, again, moving up rocky embankments and things like that. If you're moving over rough terrain, it will tire your foot out a lot more. These rubber style boots, or, you know, rubbers as they call them in, you know, Europe, these things are really meant more specifically for short duration hikes and very wet, boggy environments. So they're meant to literally be completely impervious to water, except for water, obviously, it would go over the top of the boot. So that's a good thing. They're a nice, good height. They come up right before the back of my knee, about maybe 4 or 5 inches above the back of my knee. I got these a size bigger so that I could make sure that whenever I, you know, wanted to add extra insulation, like if I'm going to be sitting in a blind or standing or something like that, I want to make sure that I'm really, you know, dry and warm with some extra socks and layers and things like that, that I can fit all that in here. And I'm glad I did, because as far as true size, I normally, in my tennis shoes here, I wear an 11 or an 11.5, depending on the brand. Typically more like an 11. But with these here, the 12 that I got fits pretty good. So if I had a good thick pair of socks on, they would fit like money. So I would get them, especially if you're going to be using them for cold weather, I would get them just one size bigger than what your normal, you know, shoe size is going to be, and I think it's going to fit you great. So without further ado, guys, let's get out there and test it in the field. All right, brother. So to get this test in, I had to come way out here to the back of my neighborhood. Yep. So we're just going to test this. I've got a little pond here. It's kind of like a little lake, whatever you want to call it, but basically this is where we're going to do the test. Just walking in these now. I've got some extra thick socks on right now, and the snug tight fit is really nice. There's no slippage. I'm wearing some thick wool socks, and everything so far is going really well. So initial impressions are great, but You can see I'm wearing a puffy jacket because it's cold. It's about probably 50 degrees outside, and that water is probably about the same temperature. So, you know, if I get my socks wet because the boots aren't waterproof, it's going to be painful for me. So here we go. We're going to check this out and let's see how it goes. All right, here we go. We're gonna walk straight into the water. I'm gonna see how well these things are waterproof. So handling the train here, this isn't too rough. The ground's pretty soft, but it's still, you know, definitely pretty soft, I'll say that. So we're stepping in the water here. So far we're dry. So far we're doing good. Getting stuck in the mud a little bit. No issues. No issues yet. So I'm up to ankle easily, and ankle in water. And this isn't very deep right here. It's not super deep. I hate when people leave their trash around here, man. Ugh. All right, so getting stuck here, but yeah, so far doing good. I'm easily up to the bottom of my calf right there, and it's still doing really good, no issues. I don't feel any water coming in, so I think these things are gonna be good. With them being a little bit more flexible too, what I'm finding is that it's easy to get them out of the mud. So they'll get stuck for a minute, but then it's easy to pull them out because I can flex my toe and bend them, pull them out. So let's go step back over here a little bit, and let's just see how it's doing. So just to test the overall durability of the boots, I ran them over with my car real quick. It's not a super heavy car, but I did use the front of the car, so that's where all the weight is. But I just did one in the upright position and one laying down, so I'm kind of rolling over that in two different positions and just testing the extreme durability of these, just to make sure that whenever I'm done putting them through some really hardcore stress here, that they are still going to be completely watertight and they're not going to have any broken seams. So I know it was a bit of a stupid durability test, but I just wanted to see, you know, if it was put under some extreme circumstances, how would it fare and how would these seams fare? Because that's really the one thing I was concerned about. Overall construction of the boot is very good, but I just wanted to make sure that the seams, whenever they're going to drug through brush and going up and under some mud and things like that, that they're going to hold together and there's not going to be any leaks in the boot. And it looks pretty much exactly like it was when I first put it on, even though I ran sideways over the top of it. So I was really testing how durable it's going to be and really testing that seam at that point. And again, I inspected the boots and found no issues with them after that. All right, so what are my initial impressions of these boots? Pretty good. I think that due to the soft nature of the boot, that it could be a little bit of a problem for side hilling. So like I was walking up and down this little side hill that I've got here going into this pond or this retention ditch, whatever you want to call it. And it was, like I said, I could feel it kind of on the insides of the balls of my feet that they're getting a little bit tired. If you were to throw some sheep's feet in here, though, I think it'd be perfectly fine. But as far as just walking on flat land, if you're walking to a deer blind and everything, I was walking in this 50-degree or probably even colder water, and my feet were fine. My feet are still warm with just a simple pair of cheap wool socks. And so I think overall, guys, you'll be fine with these as far as temperature goes, as far as, you know, water and keeping them dry and everything is going to be just fine. So if you want to check them out, like I said, I've got a link in the description here, like where you can get your own. See if you like them for yourself. And the great thing is that you can order these off of Amazon, so you don't have to go and wait for, you know, a week for these things to get shipped to you. So overall, really good, guys. And thanks for watching. And as always, keep defying the odds.